Hey guys, my name is Wade Lamping. I'm 50 years old. Let's just start with my weight loss first. So in 2011, I lost 100 pounds. I went from the standard American diet to the vegan diet, and as most of you guys know, that comes with a lot of health issues, a lot of problems later. Like I felt great at first, and then I started developing like blazing saddles gas, anxiety, depression, which is something I've always struggled with. So to go back to my childhood quick, I had ear, nose, throat issues, sinus infections, bronchial pneumonia, always, like all the time. Strep throat, all the time. So I was on antibiotics 6 or 7 times a year up until I was about 18. And antibiotics, the pill form wasn't working anymore, so they were injecting me with frickin' shots and shit for to help me recover for that. So I had my tonsils taken out when I was 18, and I really haven't had antibiotics maybe once or twice more since then. But my gut flare was shot. I've always had weight issues after that. And doctors should have realized that I was just freaking allergic to dairy and processed foods, right? I learned later on in life, probably in my late 20s, that I had celiac disease, and I was becoming allergic to all kinds of foods, soy, eggs, chicken, nuts, dairy, gluten, just lots of stuff. So in my late 30s, I started doing elimination diets and just couldn't really find any relief. So I watched that movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, did a juice fast for 60 days, lost 100 pounds in 100 days. And that kind of started me on my vegan diet. And I think I did that for a couple of years, and I just get sicker and sicker, and things were not getting better. And so at 41, I lost 100 pounds, was still feeling like crap. And so I swore off the vegan diet, started eating animal protein, and I started meeting some interesting people on Facebook. I went to lots of naturopath doctors and wasn't really getting any help. So I met a doctor on Facebook called Dr. Albert Snow. Funny as hell guy. You guys probably get a kick out of him. But he told me that if I wanted to heal my gut, I needed to give up fiber and take Megaspore Biotic, some colostrum, and a couple other things to help kind of restore the mucosal lining, because I had holes in my gut. I was dealing with mucus in my stools most of my life, and then just recently in the last year, blood in my stools and lots of gut pain. And so it made sense. It worked a little bit. Like it improved things, but I wasn't getting a whole lot better. And then I met Morley Robbins somehow on YouTube about magnesium and stuff. If you guys don't know anything about him, he's quite interesting too. You should look him up. But so I started learning about magnesium deficiencies and minerals deficiencies, and I was also getting vitamin B shots in the butt at one point too, just because I felt so shitty all the time. And so he started recommending people, taking liver and taking magnesium and eggs and cod liver oil and all this stuff. And it started making sense. And so then I saw more improvement, less anxiety. Gut problems were still persisting. And then I found, I'm a Prove It promoter, and I know Dr. Ryan Lowry. We chat often. And so I met Sean Baker somehow in some funny challenge, or Paul Saladino. And so they made some funny joke about a challenge to do the carnivore diet. And so I did that. And so I did that for half of June, all of July. And I felt amazingly better. Like, my mood has never been more stable in my life. My anxiety pretty much gone. Joint pain went away in my wrists. I've had a severe neck issue for a long time, and actually I wouldn't say that pain's gone, but it no longer hurts when I'm sitting idle, so that's good. I can't really do pull-ups or jumping jacks, because that kind of activity still kind of hurts my neck, but just sitting here I feel good. And so that's where I'm at now. I'm going to keep doing the carnivore diet. I wouldn't say that I feel 100% perfect yet, but look, I've only been at this for 6 weeks. So I've noticed that I'm sleeping better, my mood's better, and I'm getting stronger. I like to do P90X in my house or those kind of workouts. And I was so sick there for the last 3 years, I just couldn't really exercise very functionally. Like, I just felt weak. And now I'm feeling strong again. I have a minimal amount of dumbbells at my house, but I'm lifting max weights at my house and just feeling a lot better. So I'm going to continue to do this for another month and just see how it goes. There's no more bleeding in my stools. And the bowel movements, are good. It used to be just diarrhea to constipation to God only knows what. Just greasy stools was pretty much the story of my life since childhood, and now that's pretty much not an issue anymore. So my gut's not perfect yet, but I'm doing way better. So all in all, my diet's been basically steak twice a day, beef steak. I'll add some pork chops sometimes, some eggs. You know, back when I was real sensitive to eggs and chicken, I thought maybe I should cut back on the eggs and not have those for a while. So I think I might give up eggs now for the month of August and just see if that improves my health. A little bit of grass-fed butter, even though I'm kind of, dairy was always an issue. So I think I'm just going to go to the Costco and just get some maybe avocado oil. I don't really like the way olive oil tastes on beef. I think it's gross. So I think I'm just going to use avocado oil for a while. MCT oil I might be sensitive to, but I can tell you this much. From giving up a plant-based diet, I definitely feel a hell of a lot better. So I do believe, you know, I wasn't really aware of lectins and oxalates until I started following you guys. And so I really truly believe, and I went to YouTube and I watched all the videos from Carnivore Con, so I learned a lot from Georgia Edie and just all you guys, so that was very helpful too. So I'm going to keep doing this. I feel really good, and I think there's one other thing I wanted to talk about, but basically I think that's it. It gives you guys enough information. So you guys keep up the good work. I appreciate it. I just saw the movie Fat last night. Great movie, great documentary. So I'm just, if there's anything I can do to help you guys, you know, promote what's going on, just let me know. I'm a huge fan of everybody that's making this change, and we got to end the bullshit with the vegans and Beyond Meat and all this crap that's going on. I just hate it. So we're on the right path. Oh, and one other thing too, you guys wanted before and after photos. Well, obviously I lost 100 pounds in 2011, so it really wouldn't do me much good to do a before and after now. I have lost almost 10 pounds in the last month of being carnivore, which probably a lot of it was just freaking bloat, because I just felt bloated and gassy and puffy all the time. And really, I probably have passed gas maybe once or twice in the last 6 weeks. Previous to that, you know, I purred like a V8, you know, so that's a huge benefit too. Oh, and I better fill you in too on the rest of my meals. I got distracted. So basically I'm eating steak every day with some eggs, a little bit of bacon, and you know, that's been pretty much it. I know the lunch meat isn't always good, but sometimes in a pinch when I'm busy, because I do co-own a super busy restaurant too, so I'm just always running. You know, I might roll up some ham with a little bit of bacon or some turkey. I try to minimize that because that is a processed food. But just to show you guys a good example of what happened is one day, sometime in August, I tried a Veggie Elite shake, MRM. Traditionally, I like their shakes, but it gave me massive gas, bloating, a terrible bathroom break, and my anxiety came back. And so I didn't do that again for 2 more weeks, and then I went and had a Vega Sport shake. Same exact thing happened. So it's a testimony to like how sensitive some people can be to plants. And so that was a good lesson. I think sometimes people need to learn a hard lesson like that to realize that they're not freaking crazy. And you know, plants and pea protein and things like that just are harmful and not good.